So this wall is one of the things that I am like the most known for, I think, honestly, if I had to guess something. And it's because of this girl. Hey everyone, my name is Angel Young and I am this month's featured collector. I am a comic book reviewer, a pop culture writer. As of this year, I am technically a comic book writer. I'm getting my first indie story published, and probably the thing I am most known for is my Harley collection. Some of you may follow me on Instagram under Angel Young 13 or on YouTube under Angel Young. So you may know me from there. You may have seen my shelves. You may have seen some of my stuff, some of my ridiculous things that I have gotten to be a little bit well known for, and it's still a little overwhelming to have been embraced by the community like I have been, but I'm appreciative of it that there's people out there that don't think my hoarding of my favorite clown girl is weird, so thanks, appreciate that. I got into collecting sort of unintentionally at first. I had things, there's things I've had since I was a child, and things I've just kept over the years, and eventually, like probably about the time I was in high school and I had income for such things, I started actively collecting and thinking of it as a collection instead of just things I had that were my shrine to Batman and Harley and all the things that I loved. And obviously my collection, my Harley collection, which is the whole thing that I'm talking about today, it's my main love. If I've got to pick something that I want to keep expanding upon, it would be my Harleys. Batman was the entire reason that I got into any of this stuff. That was one of my first loves in this world, was Batman, and that's because of my mom. My mom got me into Adam West Batman and like Michael Keaton Batman, and it just kept expanding the more Batman stuff I was introduced to, like animated series and Batman Forever, all of that. It kept expanding my love. And then, I got into comics, I got into things like that. And I absolutely fell for Harley. I was very young, and I absolutely fell in love with this ridiculous red and black clown girl that wasn't even supposed to stick around and be as big as she is today. But here she is, and here I am because of it. My favorite statue would probably be my life-size statue, or maybe my first half-scale bust. And I'll show you these in a little bit when I give you like a quick little tour. But those are probably my favorites. They're the life size is a little, just, it's a ridiculous thing to have in a way, but I love it for that reason. And then the half scale is just very important to me. I wanted that one a long time. It was one of my like grails to get, and I've had it for several years now, and I still love it just as much as the first moment that I brought it home. If I could have any piece in my collection, regardless of price, I know exactly what I would pick. And it's the newer life size, it's like $5,000 life size Bruce Timm Harley statue. I'm absolutely in love with it, and I think about it all the time, and I think like, what would I do if I won the lottery? What's the first thing I would do? And it would be buy that statue. If I could have any statue made for me, I would probably have Sideshow Collectibles make a premium format Harley Noir suit from the Batman White Knight Presents Harley Quinn series. That suit has such a special place in my heart. I got to help name that suit thanks to Sean Murphy and Katana Collins. So that suit means so much to me. It's my little piece of Harley's history, even though it's pretty insignificant in the long run. It's still like very, very special to me. So I would have to have a statue of that. So this wall is one of the things that I am like the most known for, I think, honestly, if I had to guess something. And it's because of this girl, and this is the one I was mentioning a few minutes ago when I was talking about my Favorite statues. The life-size Arkham City Harley Quinn is one of my absolute favorites. It's one of the most expensive things I own, and I adore her. So there's that one. I have my wall here of mostly signed comics. There's a few that aren't. I have a Frank Cho signed, an unsigned Adam Hughes, Terry Dotson, Sean Murphy and Katana Collins, and Olivia De Bernardis. I can't say her name, okay? But yeah. So this is this little section here. There's posters, prints. My first appearance of Harley is down there in a nice little safe thing. It's not graded because I don't grade myself. I like to be able to get my things out and touch them and appreciate them. I have Mondo Harley, Joelle Jones, Harley and Ivy cookie jar, the shelf of various teeny tiny Harleys, more prints, more things like that. This entire shelving unit is full of just classic Harley plush things, and a few of them have just fallen over. But, yeah, my last count is somewhere around 40. There's 40 just of these plushies just over here. I have a problem. I have a few miscellaneous Batmans up here for some reason. My favorite Cryptozoic Harley, which is the Halloween Hot Topic Harley. Some Christmas Harleys that don't really belong anywhere else, but I don't want to put them away. We have my White Knight shelf, which I would like to expand upon. We have some signed and some not signed covers and correlating statues in most cases. I have a signed Libra Mayho with the Libra Mayho statue, signed Babs Tarr with the Babs Tarr statue. This pops just here because it's the blacklight one and it really stands out with that color, so I like it there. I have end caps of Cryptozoic Puddin' Pop Hands, Greg Horn's Metal Harley, the Suicide Squad Diamond Select statue with the Suicide Squad cover that correlates, and the pop, because I'm a little bit extra. Down here, this is the other favorite that I was talking about. Her pom-pom fell off and I don't have anything to sew it right now. But it's down here. It's safe. The half-scale DC Direct half-scale bust. I love her. She's one of my absolute favorite things, and I just look at her all the time. My other half-scale bust is the newer Diamond Select half-scale bust. We have a cookie jar, a pretty little Harley that's been added pretty recently. She was on my want list for forever. We have an anniversary Harley from Diamond Select. And then this is a signed, or a project. It's a project of a in-work signing Art of Harley Quinn book. So I have a few people in there now. I can't wait for cons to resume so I can add to that. We have kind of a miscellaneous shelf down here with some pops, different little oddball things that you can't see very well because it's dark. There we go. But yeah, I don't really have enough energy to go through like all of my comics or anything. I have a lot of the trades up here. There's a bunch in my to be read pile for projects I'm working on, but I have a lot here. And then over here I have like a Suicide Squad movie book and some different things that kind of correlate to Harley here and there. These two black boxes are Harley Quinn plates from the Warner Brothers store. I just don't have anywhere I'm comfortable displaying them at the moment, so they're staying in there. That's some Harley stationery. There's some more prints and Funko lights. This is another sort of miscellaneous shelf with some different Harleys. I've got a Mezco that's in the box back there. Some mugs and goblets, statues, Mego, all kinds of stuff. Above that we have more things. Little pop, little shrine to mad love here with the figures. A lot of classic stuff. This is actually one of the weirdest and rarest things I own, and it's from a Batman Whack-A-Villain game. So like a whack-a-mole game, and this was the Harley piece on it. More statues, more things all over the place here. This is one of my other favorite things. And let me get it out if I can. This is my Harley sketch that Adam Hughes did for me a few years ago, and I love it. It's one of my prized possessions. This is another shelf full of more, pretty much mostly classic Harley stuff. All kinds of goodies. This is another favorite from when I met Adam Hughes. I had him sign this bust for me, and I'm slightly obsessed with it, and I have this Adam Hughes statue. I really love his take on Harley Quinn, so I want as many things as I can possibly get that have to do with Adam Hughes and Harley Quinn. Up here I have some Harleys, and then as you go down, I have the start of live action Harley stuff. Everything from a hot toy over here to some Funko stuff, metal stuff, yeah, hair dye box, everything. Then more live action stuff down here. Birds of Prey is like heavily in the forefront right now. Then some Suicide Squad stuff is behind that. Some Suicide Squad stuff is down here. And some more is down here. And then I have just a little bit of Birds of Prey down here. This is going to become the Suicide Squad shelf eventually. Then we move over here. This is the video game Harley shelf. So it's got some Injustice Harleys, Arkham Knight, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, all those good things. I really love video game renditions of Harley, so this shelf brings me happiness. I also really love the new 52 Suicide Squad Harley costume. I know it's polarizing for a lot of people, but I really like it. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why, but I enjoy this run a lot. I enjoy this costume. So I have like a nice little shrine to her here. Different variations, statues and pops and weird plushies and all kinds of good stuff. So then down here we have more of a, it's kind of a combination of miscellaneous Harleys and superhero high Harley. So there's a lot of superhero high, superhero girls Harley, and then we have the Paul Dini black and white, the Amikami, the Infinite Crisis. There's a Lego Harley eraser. So yeah, this is kind of a random shelf. And then next to that, we have more of the newer look / the Connor Palmiotti design Harley. So we have pops and statues, and this was actually just gifted to me by one of my followers, this big action figure over here. So thank you. But yeah, this is this little shelf. I've got everything from, oddly, 2 candles and a coaster, sunglasses, pops, an ice cream container. That's been thoroughly cleaned, mind you. We have some bombshells, mostly cryptozoic and Funko related things, but hopefully I get statues one day. I really missed that. And then we're back to classic Harleys. Whole bunch of kind of random things up here. Some cryptozoics, some Living Dead doll, more like doll type things. Yeah, some classic girls. And then some more classic Harley and a few other random ones in there. Like the Robin Harley and some rubber ducks, and apparently my dusting brush. Whoops. These 2 are technically video game Harleys, this figure and this little statue, but they don't fit on the shelf, and figured whatever, they fit that classic look, so they can go here. And then up here I have Hikari Funko vinyl figures. I'm missing one, but I have a home ready for her as soon as I get around to remembering to order her. The last thing that I'm going to be able to show you today that's like really out at the moment, because not everything is out, believe it or not. I have a ton of stuff that's in boxes right now. I have a ton of stuff that's just not displayable easily, and I've got to figure it out. Or I have a lot of wall art and comics and clothes and yeah. This is a ginormous, it's hard to tell, but it's huge, from Spirit Halloween. I had to put it in my bedroom actually. It's a promotional sign that hung above the Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey section at Spirit Halloween last year. And I don't know if you can tell, the wings like pop out. So it's so cool, and I'm in love with it, and I'm so glad that I got to bring it home with me, because every time I went to Spirit this year, I just made hard eyes at it until I got to take it home. So yeah, I'm in love with it. I can't wait to like actually put it in the same room as my collection, but for now, it can hang above my bed. Anyway, that's it for me today, guys. I would like to thank the Batman statue collector for having me on as a guest and a featured collector for the month, and he will see you in the Batcave.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.